Okay.
Nice.
Go ahead.
How are you?
Hey, Captain.
How are you? Good. How are you doing?
Busy day today.
Yeah.
I think we can go ahead and get started, Moises.
All right, so we'll go ahead and start. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for making it on just another fantastic, beautiful day to your Olympic CPAB meeting. Of course, I am Moises, your co-chair. How's everyone doing today?
Wonderful.
Good.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Good to hear. So we have our minutes sent over by the office. So I take a look at this. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, I will be voting on authorization and passing these minutes. I have no comments or no responses. So with that said, does anyone have any edits or updates or revisions to the minutes? Going once,
Nope.
going twice. Leo, if I can get a motion to vote on the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Okay. Can you get a second?
All right.
All right. So just to make it easy, since we're in, so for the visible people, raising your hand for the affirmative, for a yes, go ahead and raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gabriel, you're speaking today. And Gandhi, hi Gandhi, I know you're not voting. Okay. So with that said, motion passes. Minutes have been passed. Thank you very much. All right, with that, move on to the next item. Captain Sandoval, floor is yours. What would you like to talk about?
Thanks, Moises. It's good to see everybody. Thanks so much and happy November. I can't believe we're already into the last couple months of the year, so things are just flying by. There's absolutely nothing new here on my end. I'm noticing the minutes from last CPAB meeting, and it's still the same issues here in Olympic.
Mhm.
Thefts are still on the rise. Generally, we're experiencing 28 to about 32 car thefts a week. So it's a majority of the vehicles are parked on the street, and unfortunately, they're not secured, or they're just getting broken into and taken. So I'd like to share that we do have steering wheel locking devices that we do give out for free. It's not something we just give randomly, but we have folks that particularly have vehicles that have been stolen more than once in the division. We will give them a steering wheel locking device for free. If someone comes in and says that they live in an area where they're very concerned, we can absolutely give them a steering wheel locking device. So it's something we have published on our social media, as well as we have a sign at the front door. So that's just something that we're trying to do to help out some of our citizens that need that assistance. And then the secondary problem is the aggravated assaults. We're still having so many strangers walk up to someone and for whatever reason, hit them with a brick, a pipe, a bottle, a broom. We still have neighbors that are fighting that, argue over something and someone brandishes a knife. So the aggravated assaults and the motor vehicle thefts are still significantly higher here in the division. And that really is about it as far as the crime. The one other thing I'd like to mention, we talked last month about the 6th and Brendo. There was a homeless encampment there that had been cleaned up. Council district was very supportive and helpful, as well as the neighborhood. That was cleaned up right there at the intersection. Now we are focusing on the 4th and Chateau area. We've got some homeless that have been placed in housing. We have some folks that have been given assistance. We do have criminal activity there as well. And so that's an area where we are focusing on trying to ensure that we can have the American Disabilities Act compliance and the citizens that live and work there and park their vehicles to feel safe. So that's just another area that we're focusing some good efforts on in ensuring that those citizens that need help are getting help. And that's it. That's all I have from me. Again, just glad to see those that are on the call. It's really nice to see you guys today.
All right. Thank you very much, Captain. All right, next item, the torch run on November 19th. I'm assuming, Sergeant Puentes, you got some information on that event?
The torch run, the torch run's gonna happen on the 19th.
Uh-huh.
So for the Special Olympics.
Mhm.
Basically what it is all the officers from West Bureau are gonna get together and they're gonna run basically from, Hollywood and Island to the Grove. Just, show some support, and if you guys can make it out there, just cheer them on. And it's gonna start at 3 p.m. on the 19th. Yeah, so if you guys wanna pass the information along, we always like to support from the community. And it's always a good event. Usually we have it here on Beverly. We used to run it on Beverly from pretty much from Hoover and Beverly all the way down to like Gower
Mhm.
and Beverly. But this time we're gonna do it as a big group.
Okay.
So that's gonna be pretty fun.
Officer
Next-
Corrales, not to interrupt you, do you have a flyer for that event?
You know what, I do actually, I'll send it to you guys on
Great.
email, on the computer.
You know what, here's the thing though, it's really not an event. What type of thing, I mean, other than if you want to go along with the route. More importantly, if you guys are interested in providing, I guess. How to pick up collections for, we need us directly to Special Olympics. What would they want? They don't want to make it that big and stuff. So it's not the kind of event where we put a flyer out and we want it advertised everywhere like that. It's more like for awareness for you guys. But if you guys, as CPAB member, want to support Special Olympics, we can help facilitate that when we take checks so we can give the Special Olympics.
Okay. All right, thank you, Sergeant Puentes. All right, so next on the docket, and I saw the flyer attached to the email today.
And
Uh,
if I can say, Special Olympics is one of those things. I was just saying, I just want to add, the reason we're bringing up the Special Olympics is LAPD collaborates with different groups to fundraise and assist, and Special Olympics is very dear to our heart. And we ensure that we raise funds to send the athletes to the Special Olympics, and that's what all this fundraising effort is for. And so we do support, we've got a lot of runners in the division that are going to help out and be a part of it. It's just nice, I think, for CPAB to know. So if you are ever talking about CPAB, you can also share that with different friends, letting them know that LAPD does collaborate with Special Olympics.
Okay. Thank you much, and duly noted. Thank you very much, Captain. All right, like I said, we received a flyer for the Shoes for Santa collection date, December 12th. I'm assuming Sergeant Puentes or Officer Corrales, you'll be talking about this one also?
Yeah, so the actual event is December 9th.
Mhm.
So leading up to that, if you guys would like to sponsor donate shoes, let us know and we can certainly make arrangements to pick that up from you guys. But aside from that, we're just taking collections for shoes for donations.
Okay,
So the event, what we're gonna do is we do every year, they go to the schools, identify kids that are needy, and what they do is they give them a ticket to come attend the event, and they get shoes, they get, sometimes there's toys and some other stuff there too. In the second event, so we're doing 2 events this year, that's one. The secondary event is a little bit different, it's December 9th. That one's being put on with Chula, and the El Salvadorian Foundation, and that's the toy event where we're gonna give out toys to kids on December 19th. And again, for that one there, if you guys would like to come out and support that, and we're not taking toy collections for that, but if you'd like to help set up for that event, then we would love to have that help. Is that literally trucks will show up in the morning on the 19th, and we'll be unloading and setting up things to give out toys on the 19th as well.
all right, thank you very much. I'm assuming for any details, go ahead and reach out to you, Sergeant Puentes.
Yeah, you know what I'll do is I'll be sending you, I don't have a flyer yet for the 19th, but when I get that flyer, I'm gonna send it to you so we can post it on the CPAB website.
All right, thank you.
Always just to piggyback on that, one more thing, you guys are more than welcome to also help out for Shoes from Santa here at the station. We help and it's really good.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you need any volunteers, I'd be happy to help out, pass out shoes.
Yeah, that'll be great, even for, setting up and stuff. Yeah, it's fun to do, you know, we bring out all the Christmas decorations. Now you guys can see like the behind the scenes before everything gets, a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a special event and it's really great to have the community involved, to see the smiling faces on these kids, and they get a nice simple pair of shoes that are very relevant and trendy. They don't, you know, we don't give stuff that kids wouldn't want. So it's a great event. If you do like school, Gabriel, another project, or anyone that just wants to be involved, please reach out and let us know, and we can make sure we kind of get assignment for that evening or that afternoon.
All right, thank you very much. And I see we have a cleanup on December 4th. I'm assuming this is the cleanup around the station.
Yeah, we're planning on having another cleanup. Or, I'm gonna pass out the information through email or text to all the volunteers, and, everybody here is also welcome to join. We've had a couple of cleanups already that we've done, which were very successful here around the station. And we try to do this, either once or twice a month, you know, just to get the community involved and just to make the area around the station look really nice.
Mhm.
Last one we had was, it was in October 16th, which was really a good success, because we cleaned all the sides of it, behind the trees, and we did pick up a lot of garbage that was around there. And it ended up looking really, really nice. Good curb appeal for the station. And what I want to also start doing is, maybe you guys can help me out, is for you to identify a location where it needs to be clean, you know, where we can have volunteers go and just start picking up the trash. We'll take our truck, load it up with the trash, and come dump it. Just to beautify the community. I know probably in your bid, Moises, you probably have some locations around there.
I have a lot of locations in and outside the bid, so I can definitely give you a couple of locations where we can kind of target and help clean up the area.
Yeah, so let's get together with that.
Yep.
And then we'll make something happen. If it's not December 4th, we'll make it another day, December.
I was gonna say, if anyone here has any locations that need to be added to that list, please go ahead and contact me. You can go ahead and email me. I'll put it in the chat. As much detail as you can in regards to any locations within the division that could use some extra love and care when it comes to cleanups. I put my email in the chat. Feel free to let me know, and I'll add that to the list.
Perfect.
Okay. So, senior lead update. Officer Garcia, got an update for us?
Good to see you guys again. Ironic we're talking about cleanups at the station, because what I was gonna speak about is good to see Gandhi on here as well. There was a major cleanup today done in Officer Vasquez's area. Where we were out there on New Hampshire, just south of Pico, and it's been a problem, chronic location where there's been pallets, there's a rat infestation. The entire block is starting to look like Switzerland to be honest. And the council district, as well as sanitation, and Vasquez and I were out there most of the day. And we were able to get compliance from some of the homeless to actually move the RVs that have been there for almost a year.
Mhm.
They counted several trailers that had been blocking driveways and causing just unsanitary conditions. And then sanitation picked up everything else. And there's a small business there, as well as a bunch of little eateries. There are the KYCC apartments across the street and the supermarket. So we had multiple people coming out just saying that they appreciate the attention that the neighborhood is getting from the council district, from the police. Happy to see that we're doing these cleanups again and acknowledging it. So in conjunction with the station cleanups that officers and you guys will be doing, I think it's great to see everybody kind of tackling things the way we did prior to COVID. And hopefully the momentum continues and we can just reclaim some of these streets that kind of got overrun during COVID. So I see us all moving in a positive direction. And just kudos to you guys for putting in those 311 requests, priorities, because had you not, I don't know that street would have got cleaned up today. So thank you guys.
What was the street located?
It was New Hampshire, south of Menlo.
Mhm.
So between Pico and Olympic, basically. And then Hobita, we saw Mr. Hobita out there with us, so thank you for stopping by and checking on us.
Okay, great. So is that it?
My husband is the reporter around the block.
And congratulations to your son and his marriage.
He took some very good pictures, and I said he was very confident because you guys were there. There's Susan and Albert, so I'm okay. Okay. Thank you for all your great job, Susan and Albert.
So like the captain was saying, we are seeing an increase in some of these assaults. We had a call with a cop last weekend over at Vermont and Washington. And we're speaking with the new 7-Eleven there. If you guys haven't seen that, they're very pro-community. They want to do more involvement, more engagement, as well as the Rite Aid there. We have had a series of robberies near West Adams when school's getting out. A male Hispanic with a red New York hat has been getting out of cars with a gun and threatening students for their phones. So as through the video, we have some video on that, and they're getting heavily saturated. We haven't had one recently, and I think it is because of the heavy police presence over there and the awareness of the citizens. So just if you do have students or you know kids that age group, make sure they're not walking, looking at their cell phone and advertising that they have a nice phone that needs to be stolen. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Looking forward to the holidays and doing some of these more fun events with you guys.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we are in the open forum portion of the meeting. So if anyone's got anything that's not regularly covered in the agenda, now would be the time to speak up. Anyone? So since no one's raised their hand or inside, oh, actually Gandhi, can you unmute yourself? Let us know what you need.
Hi, everyone. Thank you. I just wanted to thank the Olympic officers. This past Saturday, we had our beautification project along 12th Street. It was a success. And, we had great support from your officers that day. We were able to conduct a community cleanup along with planting some plants along the street. We had our seniors from Pilgrim Tower come out and some community folks join us along with the Pico Union Neighborhood Council. And as Susan mentioned, we did have a big cleanup today on New Hampshire. We actually had like quote unquote phase 1 on Saturday. And today they just went in full force and it was definitely needed. I went back again once everything was cleared and you could already see the difference. It's beautiful. So we have a bunch of other cleanups that are being scheduled in the Olympic area. Please continue to let us know if any constituents raise some concerns to you guys. If they're not aware that they could bring it up to our office, please go ahead and guide them our way and we will go ahead and work with different departments to see what solutions could be brought upon. Because for example, New Hampshire, these folks were claiming to be recyclers. So it was very difficult when we first started moving into that area, but little by little we were able to complete the work there. So thank you to everyone. And I know Jovita sent me some pictures as well in the morning. So thank you guys for joining on Saturday, this upcoming Saturday, November 6th, starting at 8 a.m. We will have a community cleanup with the Catalina Walton Neighborhood Association. We'll meet up right there on Catalina Street near the corner of Washington and Catalina. So if anyone here would like to join us, please feel free to join us Saturday, 8 a.m. Thank you.
Right. I was actually going to say also, Gandhi, thank you for helping out. And I emailed you in regards to that abandoned homeless encampment where they ended up pushing all that furniture into Pico Boulevard. That location where it got cleaned up the day after I reported it. So again, thank you if you were able to help us up with the Bureau of Sanitation to hurry that one up.
Yeah, we actually had our strike team go down Pico Boulevard, clearing multiple locations. Just might as well pick it up while they were there clearing that site. I also wanted to add, we have a graffiti crew that has been going out clearing a bunch of graffiti in the area. So should you guys see any graffiti, want to send it over to me, you guys can go ahead and shoot me a text and I'll go ahead and send it to our team. Usually Thursdays is their day off, and I believe Saturday. So either way, they've been really fast, and it's been helpful throughout the community. And this goes for Robert's area as well. We've both been sending out our strike teams and the graffiti crew as well.
All right, thank you very much.
Can I have a question for Gandhi? Can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Oh, Gandhi, do you remember I asked you for the graffiti that is on the old ex place for the fire department? Do you remember when you removed all the homeless and there was the big graffiti right there? I've been asking for people to ask you if it's possible that we can remove that. And I remember on the last meeting on Pico Union, you told me that it was possible, but do you know the date or when it's going to be possible?
Yeah, for that one, it's a little tricky because we'll have the folks have to go into like the fenced area. So we're still working on that one because I know it was brought up that maybe a mural could go up there to help prevent the amount of graffiti being thrown on there. So we're still finalizing some logistics, and then we'll go ahead and give you a final date to when it'll be cleared.
Great, thank you.
Great. All right, any other questions or comments? Yes.
We're in contact to live the graffiti crew, but there was no contact information given. How do you want the contact to occur?
So folks can reach out to my email. I can type it in here.
Yeah, if you can put it in chat, that'd be great. Thank you, Andy.
And then I'll add my cell phone number as well.
Mhm. Yep. All right, Gandhi?
1167.
1167. And what was the email?
Gandhi dot
And
DHY
HY dot
DS DIAZ at LA City.
Yeah.
Oh, that work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So any other questions or topics of discussion?
Yeah, this is kind of a business kind of thing. So the first is that I think that it'd be good for me to put the meeting minutes on the website, but I haven't got any minutes. The last one that I have is from like August, or maybe before that. And so if I could get those, that'd be good. And then the other thing is that I'm not on the email list, so I haven't received any of the minutes, which would probably help. And also, like if there's any flyers or something like that, I can put those events on the website too.
So the person to talk to that, of course, is Officer Corrales, so he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send them to you, Gabriel.
Awesome, thank you. And also, like some of those things that you were talking about, like the Special Olympics and the toy drive, I can ask you guys might know Josh Rodriguez. I can ask him about that if he wants to maybe promote, like tell more loyal people about that.
Right. Yeah. We would definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much. All right, so I've got one topic, and I know this is going to be a topic of discussion because it's we're still kind of waiting on guidance on LAPD on the possibility of returning back to in-person meetings. Captain Sandoval, I don't know if we've got any discussion or any guidance from a headquarters in regards to how long to expect to be holding these meetings virtually, or is there a plan to go back into in-person meetings sometime soon?
No, and that's a good question because a lot of folks are asking, and we've been asking as well. the Zoom is great, but it's hard sometimes to really connect with everyone. So I have a feeling they're gonna continue with Zoom through the new year, and then
Okay.
again, see what the new year holds. It looks like, there's a lot of restrictions that are being removed, but there's now a lot of these other restrictions that if you're not vaccinated, you don't show your card, you can't enter
Mm.
various businesses. So, I don't have a specific answer, but I do know through January, we'll continue, at least through the end of the year. We'll
Okay.
continue. Hopefully we'll get some word from our chief.
All right. So at least for the meantime, throughout January up till next year, we will continue doing what we're doing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, anything else? If not, we'll go ahead and head to the conclusion of the meeting. So, oh, yes. Oh, someone listed, hello, Mr. Pico Union or Mrs. Pico Union. Floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Aurora Corona. Sorry about the Pico Union, but that's what we have on Zoom. I came in a little late. I'm with the Pico Union Neighborhood Council. I'm also the chair of the Quality of Life and Safety Committee. And I'm glad to be here. Jovita invited me and I wanted to know, how do I join? I am on the Rampart CPAB, and I think it's important that I be on this one because Pico Union extends to Rampart and Olympic. I've been involved in a lot of your cleanings. Gandhi knows this, and we'd like to partner in with you and have you partner in with us on the other side, on the Rampart side, if it's possible. I know sometimes there's a thin line between crossing Rampart versus Olympic. So I'd like some information on that.
Yeah, you know what we can do is I can send you an application. We would need for you to fill out an application to be part of the CPAB work.
Mhm.
What is the, yeah, you can just type in your email in the chat.
Okay.
I'll reach out to you. And then we can go from there. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, I
Order.
didn't know you were having this meeting today because I had heard that I think I spoke to Susan Garcia at one of events that we had at Magnolia, and she said you weren't having them anymore. It had been a while, so it kind of surprised me when Jovita invited me. Oh, there's a CPAB. I said, okay, well, I'll join and listen in, see what's going on your side.
And don't worry, Aurora, about crossing that line. I cross that line all the time.
Yeah.
I'm here, Ms. Carrillo, good to see you again. I think when we spoke, we were talking about virtual versus in person. I'm sorry if I made you feel like they weren't happening. We were just talking about hopefully the beginning of the year. we can start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you weren't having them at all, which I thought, okay. But thank you for clarifying it. Yeah. Yeah. And as Gandhi was saying, one of our committee's main purpose right now is to clean up Pico Union, all of Pico Union, crossing the board, all the districts. So our committee is focusing on doing that. And as a matter of fact, we have a major cleanup happening involving a lot of the community and organizations in Pico Union. And we have 7-Eleven, the one you mentioned on Hoover and Washington and Vermont. That's going to be providing refreshments and for us at 2 different portions. The cleanup is going to be all of Union Avenue, stretching from Washington all the way up to Olympic. We have multiple, lot of the community active cleanup crews will be there. Manos en Acción, Berendo neighborhood. We have also the Catalina Walton is going to be there. We also have Rampart Cadets, Rampart SLOs, Cadets. Salvation Army is pitching in to open up their stations as a spot, as a rest spot, and so is NHF. So we'd like to see if you would also join us on this. This is going to be November 27th at 8 a.m. This is, we may even have the congressman. That's what we were told, that he might be interested in coming. So this would be a good opportunity to get everyone together from the community and join forces and clean up. And we're hoping that this will be a step into stretching into other arteries and doing Hoover, Vermont, Normandy, and as much as we can to clean up our Pico Union community.
Beautiful.
Right,
No, that's great. It's so nice to have someone from another division come in because you can share ideas and we can work together. And even though we're different divisions, we're still one city. So we have to work together and have to help each other out. So it'd be great to have you. Thanks for joining us tonight.
No, you're quite welcome. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely. Thank you, Aurora. And I'll see you later on this evening. Because I'm
Okay.
gonna be there at the meeting. For the neighborhood
Okay.
council.
All right.
All right. With that said, unless anyone's got anything else, we can go ahead and move to end the meeting at 3:35. Thank you very much, everyone. It was a pleasure as always.
Thank you.
See y'all later.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Moises, can you stay on for a moment?
Sure thing.
Okay, just 1 minute.